everyone, Agent Fluffy here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Farewell, my Turnabout Part 12. Now, still a little sick with a little bit of a cold. I'm just drinking some apple juice. It's like my only hydration when I'm sick. But yeah. So, let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was Nickel Samurai?
As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning?
Can I throw in the towel yet? You don't need to think too hard on this one. Huh? There's a contradiction in her testimony. It's sitting in plain sight. The question is what that contradiction means for us. I'll have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta present. Oh yeah, there's a contradiction there. Let's get the knife. Please take a look at this.
Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. You're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work.
No, that's not my intention at all.
That's a knife that was used in the murder, correct?
Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case?
You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it.
Is that what you're driving at? That is exactly what I am driving at.
What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving?
Oh my God, Your Honor, it's a figure of speech. It's a figure of speech, Your Honor. Anyway, if Mr. Ungar was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have left. Then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off. Oh boy.
Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
He probably took his gloves off before he began stabbing. And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There is no way he would do something like that. However, there is one possibility. Then let's hear your possibility. It's very simple. A defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax. Oh, excuse me. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off.
But the murder still did take place.
It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim.
Yes, I've heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory?
So, let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with his theory? There is a contradiction. This theory contradicts something in earlier testimony. What are you babbling about? Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Ungar was a killer. If that's the case... Excuse me. I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. Knife. This knife. This is used by Mr. Ungar at dinner. Yes, we did establish that. Which means that if my client was, in fact, the killer, Then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Kurita. I suppose. However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't he? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on a knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over it like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Ooh, that is some good deduction. Order, I say. Order in the court. Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? Well, to frame him, of course. It's to frame my client, Miss On Guard, of course. To frame? Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? But we just established that the witness saw the nickel samurai in costume. And if that's true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Witness?
Looks like I made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Poo? Witness, did you or did you not really see the nickel samurai? Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV?
But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai? Alright then. Who were you waiting around for then?
That's top secret to anyone outside security. I have a feeling you were waiting for Mr. Juan Kurita. Am I correct, witness?
That's what I was about to say, Your Honor.
The way you think, you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness. Hey!
I have classes, you know.
Amateur? Me? Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of?
So, Oldbag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Kurita. Maybe. Phoenix! Maybe the Oldbag was waiting around for that person. If it's who I think Mia's hinting at, it's certainly possible. Miss Oldbag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? Adrian Andrews.
Who is this person?
This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. On Guard's manager.
But why would defendant's manager be in the victim's room?
It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
Oh, this is... I see.
The judge seems to be really into the article, if that can be called such a thing.
And this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's...
Adrian Andrews. Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then.
Witness? What in the world are you... Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling.
I got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source.
And I just got a notification from my computer about my printers. But that's probably what you heard from that noise. But anyway.
So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course. But what for?
Oh, just myself.
Personal reasons and all that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here?
I really don't want to do this. However, I cannot simply let this point slide.
I see. Very well then. Witness, please testify about this secret information. Get ready. This is going to take the wind out of you youngins.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old. This testimony, secret information.
That guard is one evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay? The defendant said this manager. What a distasteful topic for this court. What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
Never heard that one before.
Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person?
We have looked into this matter and found that the truth in the article proposes is, in fact, baseless gossip.
But should this be true?
Excuse me.
Then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim.
So this means I had to smash this rumor once and for all.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Be careful. The Oldbag seems rather excited right now.
That's right. Unger is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Well, as the old saying goes, you've gotta burn old bags with fire. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. Examination of secret information. A scandal? What do you mean by that?
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
No. I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much.
Well, that Unger thought he could own a monopoly on popularity.
You don't have any proof that Mr. Unger did any such thing.
You must be suffering from shock, the shock of hearing the truth. Now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right.
You're right. I can't do anything, but boy, do I wish I could do something about you.
All right then, Sonny, show me what you got. Can you show me proof that Unger didn't bear any ill will towards Juan?
I don't have anything to offer.
See? Just as I thought. And you weren't lecturing me about saying things without proof. You just give me a free pass to say whatever I want, whenever I want, silly boy.
In my big mouth.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. For you, anyway.
So, what do you mean by I took action?
Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slutty woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson. Something you youngins need.
You were going to teach her a good lesson?
I was going to make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun. Like this! And no stop! Well, it was too bad the woman didn't come through the door that night.
Wait.
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with kids is over.
Secret information no one else knows yet. And that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Well, Because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drill the hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world did that old bag get to such a secret piece of information? Let's present evidence. So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? And that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldbag?
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop it!
Witness? I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it? Lotta's camera. The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart.
Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl.
She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself.
She reported such a thing?
On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrageous, impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What outrageous ideas you say?
No, I said impressions.
Then, and everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless?
Ah, that's it. That's no.
No, you see, this is something completely different. It's my top secret list of groceries to buy. Then you are one who took Miss Hart's note? I'm a huge fan of ones, that's why. That infamous puppy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil on guard. She said to herself, "On guard, I'm his psychic." She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written. Nancy Pooh, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine.
Well, it's only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just this once.
She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her?
You know what? Let's pile on more pressure.
If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness, you said the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Stole? Why do you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper for the terrible, lonely trash can. That's all.
You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it.
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Miss Oldbag? I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. Oh, yes. Man. And you stole her camera. Miss Oldbag. That note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it?
A camera?
Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, "My sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared on me."
Why? Witness! What is it, Gramps?
If you have a note, then it's only logical you had the camera too.
Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know? I still eat meals like you, I still fall in love and borrow things from people. I think your definition of borrow is a little off. I saw that woman's business card. That's when I noticed it said, Slimebag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw it, I had to know what sort of picture she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. So my business is to know these things.
Oh, man.
Bailiff, check this camera's photos. Hurry! You must examine it at once.
Ooh, it's starting to get real good.
Well, Miss Edgeworth, what do we have?
There is only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please present it to the court.
This is Nickel Samurai. See, I told you, this is the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. Oh, man.
What does it all mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is a defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Angar clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
If that's the case, then this Nickel Samurai is
a defendant.
How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then I put Maya's life in jeopardy. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lana took, there's something strange with it. There's something strange with this photo. Okay, I gotta save right here because next part, if I fuck up here, it's gonna be immediate game over. I knew this was coming right.
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree there's nothing strange with this photo. There's no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even the bunker buster.
Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright?
Anyway, please look at the photo one more time.
If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct?
Well... I had to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts?
Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange?
It's this person here, of course.
You mean the Nickel Samurai? And what is wrong with that?
At the time of the murder, Mr. Ongar was in his own room, which means his Nickel Samurai is... If you think that's all it takes, you should reconsider your choice of occupation. I think it's about time you retired.
Looks like there's no problem with this photo after all.
Oh, fuck, I fucked up. The problem was with the brains of that lawyer, Your Honor.
Well, wait!
Let's load it up again. Oh, God. Oh, God. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here.
Well, what are you pointing to? His ankles?
If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't.
And what does that mean?
The costumed person in this photo could not have been Mr. Ungard.
What is the meaning of this?
I wonder if you would care to elaborate, with actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama.
His socks. You can see his socks.
Exactly. However, in this photo, Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his combo up just to walk. There is only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Ooh, that's a good point right there. Alright, I think I turned things around for myself this time. That's curious. Huh? What is? Edgeworth is unusually calm today. That's true. He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all?
Mr. Edgeworth, where is this leave us? If the person in this boat is not out on guard, and everything the prosecution's tried to prove has become meaningless.
I figured it would have come to this.
What?
Right. I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt on guard. In that case, who is this a photo of? Who is the person wearing Nickel Samurai costume? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think? Yeah. Why is he so calm?
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph?
Adrian Andrews.
Adrian Andrews?
If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it is none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short. And she can freely move in and out of Mr. Ongard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Ongard that night.
How does that all add up?
It means that it makes it very easy for her. It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Ongard's fingerprints all over it.
The knife that was used as a murder weapon.
Why don't you just say what it is you want, Wright? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Carita. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Man.
Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
All right, this is it. This is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean? If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day. One more day? Ah! If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya...
Now then, we shall set Miss Adrian... Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. Let's raise an objection.
Now then.
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today.
I can't do that. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony. She's not...
Oh, who said hold it? Hold it! I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
But, we cannot continue due to this unexpected development.
Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews. That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan. Even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What?
What? What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is the next witness. Everything was planned out in advance by that man? Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over.
Exactly. Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Alright, that is a good way to end this part. Alright. Next time, they'll be the next part of the trial, and we will cross-examine Adrian Andrews. So, I'm going to save here, and, well, this has been Agent Fluffy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Hey everyone, Agent Fluffy here, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to support me even more, feel free to support my Patreon. The links are right here.